Every year, about 150 people are killed by falling coconuts. But the odds of being killed by a falling coconut are about 1 in 250 million. The odds of being eaten by a shark are 1 in 300 million. The odds of drowning in your own bathtub? 1 in 685,000. Being killed by bees? 1 in 65,000. Killed in a robbery? 1 in 18,000. Killed in a car accident? 1 in 115. But the odds of dying from cancer or heart disease is much more likely, at 1 in 7. But no matter how you go, you are guaranteed to die someday. And the odds are your family and loved ones will be overcome with grief. They'll also have to make a bunch of decisions about what to do next. This is where you come back into the picture. Before your time comes, there are a few things you should discuss with your loved ones. We're CMS Mid Atlantic, a cemetery services company managing not-for-profit cemeteries in New York and New Jersey. We help families plan for the inevitable, and here are some things to think about. There are 4 separate entities involved in most funerals: the funeral home, the monument company, the vault manufacturer, and the cemetery. Nearly all cemeteries require a burial vault to house the casket, the average cost being around $3,000. The funeral director usually sells the vault and is also responsible for the funeral services and casket, which, when combined, can cost over $12,000 per burial. The monument dealer provides bronze memorials, headstones, and monuments. The average memorial costs over $4,000. The cemetery provides the final resting place where your loved ones can pay their respects for generations to come. The average cost of one cemetery space in New Jersey or upstate New York is over $3,500. In one of New York City's 5 boroughs, it can be 3 times as much. When all is said and done, the average cost of a burial in New York or New Jersey can easily be over $20,000. The good news is, this cost can be greatly reduced, in some cases by half, if the effort is made to plan these needs in advance. CMS Mid Atlantic handles the cemetery portion of pre-planning and has a team of memorial counselors dedicated to making the process easy for you. One of the first questions is, where would you like to be buried, if at all? Yes, it is true. You do not need to be buried in the ground. You could be cremated and have your ashes scattered in the ocean, or kept in an urn, on a mantle, below an oil painting of yourself. It is up to you, so why not let people know what your final wishes are? We'll come back to cremation planning in a moment. If you like the idea of a ground burial, then the next question is where. This is an important decision, and when it comes to choosing a cemetery, you'll want to be sure it's well maintained, financially sound, and actively contributes to a maintenance trust fund to ensure the perpetual care of its grounds and buildings. A cemetery contains upright monuments and headstones, while memorial parks have grave markers flush to the ground, giving the appearance of parkland. Sometimes you'll find both, side by side. And they will provide you with a list of monument dealers for the memorial selection. Whether you've chosen a cemetery or a memorial park, the next decision will be whether you'd like an in-ground burial or an above-ground burial. Mausoleums are buildings that allow for year-round visitation, regardless of the weather. There are several types of mausoleums, even private ones, with each space memorialized by a granite or bronze plaque. If you choose a mausoleum space, you do not need a burial vault or memorial, which can save money. Spaces are limited in a mausoleum, so speak to your memorial counselor about reserving yours in advance. If you prefer a ground burial, your memorial counselor will show you all the available options and help you choose what's right for you and your family. Planning ahead gives you the ability to choose the perfect place at a more affordable price, with financing available too. Some cemeteries and memorial parks have gardens and sections devoted to specific faiths, nationalities, or organizations. In some cases, local groups and communities have reserved entire sections for their members. Your memorial counselor can provide more details. CMS Mid Atlantic also has a variety of programs to benefit American veterans, police, EMTs, and firefighters. American veterans and first responders killed in the line of duty are provided a burial space at no charge in honor of their service. Your memorial counselor can provide more details. Now back to the cremation concept. In 1960, only 3% of Americans were cremated. By 2020, it is projected to be over 50%. But it isn't as simple as just telling someone you'd like to be cremated. There are many questions left to answer, and planning ahead is the only way to make sure your wishes are met. One of the decisions will be where the ashes will be memorialized. Many families prefer a final resting place, accessible to everyone year-round. Our cemeteries provide many different ways to memorialize a loved one. Planning in advance is the only way to ensure your loved ones will know your final wishes will be met. Your memorial counselor will provide you all of your options, so you will be better informed and can make decisions that make sense to you. If you'd like to learn more about pre-planning your cemetery needs, or if you'd like to inquire about becoming a memorial counselor yourself, contact us at the number below or at cmsmidatlantic.com.